explain more is Dr. Gianandrea Rosati. He's an associate professor with the engineering department at the University of Cincinnati. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Well, thank you for having me. So what can I do for you?
Well, I guess first of all, Dr. Rosati, walk us through what engineers are doing right now to look at this bridge.
Right now, they're checking on the status of all of the main steel members and all the secondary members as well. They're making sure they're actually looking at which members will need replacement, and they're based on the picture I've seen, there are several that will need replacement. And they're looking at the status of the concrete deck, basically the roadway, and all ancillary structures, the sign structures and things like that. So a lot of things to do, and a lot of it may not be cool enough to actually get particularly hands-on with already. But
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and you specifically has focused your research on steel structures. In your experience, how long does it take to repair something like this?
It's actually surprisingly fast sometimes. Okay. Sometimes the people that do this, the fabricators, the erectors, the design engineers, the inspectors, they know what to do. A lot of them have been trained by our program, locally at least, but they know what to do, and it's actually shorter than you think, but it's still gonna be a little painful. I think it's not gonna be days, it's probably going to be weeks, if not months.
Yeah, Brian Hamrick was talking a little bit about this question, Doctor, earlier, but how hot did that fire have to be burning to cause this kind of damage? It just seemed like it happened so quickly.
That's the million-dollar question at the end of the day. It's how hot that fire burned, because depending on the temperature and the time of exposure, some steel members may be okay, some that even look okay may need to be replaced just because the temperature they reached during the fire. And so it looked, again, just totally based on the images that I've seen on TV, it looked worse than what happened on the Brent Spence Bridge whenever it was, a couple of years ago.
Well, because that was, you know, a
right.
fire
it was
on the bridge,
right.
Involving a car and I believe a semi. This is underneath the steel structure.
Yeah, my gut feeling is that that's going to be a little worse than what happened to the Brent Spence Bridge.
That leads to my next question. So many people think about that fire on the Brent Spence Bridge in 2020. Do you have any insight on how this one might be different?
Just based on the size of the fire, really, on the amount of, and the fact that it rekindled itself, and I have no idea what happened. I haven't seen the news, in the last couple of hours, but I don't know if they have any idea what happened or what was the source. I heard on the 11 a.m. Press conference that they think that there was flammable material stored underneath somehow, which is probably not a good idea. And so that's all I know. So it's tough to tell at this point, and that's going to be part of the decision-making process to establish a timeline for repairing.
All right, Dr. Rosati, thanks so much for joining us and your insight on this discussion.
Thank you.
We appreciate you being here. A lot of good information. I know you're just kind of an outsider looking at it, but we do appreciate your expertise. So we're going to continue to update you on this breaking story throughout the night tonight. There's going to be a news conference at 5. We'll carry it for you live. Stay with us here on air and online, WLWT.com, as we continue to get new information throughout the night tonight. Okay, let's send things over now to